What it do, y'all? Salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad out there. This your man, Chief Sock G, coming to y'all live from the city of Philadelphia. That motherfucking 4th of July video the Angry Black Man Media Squad put out, you know what I'm saying, the Declaration of the Revolution, and the other videos the brothers put out had the devil so mad they didn't shut the Facebook page down for a week, you know what I'm saying? But you know, these devils don't stop the motherfucking show. Coming to y'all this week, man, want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly that I seen on black social media this week. First, I want to start off with the bad. Some no-name ass rap nigga in Atlanta, I ain't even gonna dignify the nigga with a shout out or a Google search of his name, posted a video, some crackhead at a gas station, right? He clowning the crackhead, talking about you want some blow, you want some crack, you know what I'm saying? Pump my gas for me and shit. Crackhead broad, you know, talking crackhead shit. Come to find out, crackhead is Maia Campbell, the old ex-Hollywood star, acted on that show with LL Cool J called In the House, you know what I'm saying, back in the early 2000s, right? Now, here's what was bad about it. Those of us who done grew up in the hood, we all know a crackhead. 95% of us got a crackhead in the family. Uncle, auntie, cousin, somebody who wants crack, right? Problem with making fun of crackheads publicly the way this brother did it is that crackheads is people too. And most of the crackheads that we know is motherfuckers who, you know, fell down on hard times, you know what I'm saying? Got caught up in the trap of the motherfucking streets. You know what I'm saying? You getting caught in the trap of the streets, either you a nigga that's hustling or you a nigga that's a fiend. You feel what I'm saying? But in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, it was cool to make fun of crackheads because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Goofy ass crackhead and shit. Crackheads did funny shit. You know what I'm saying? It was entertainment to a certain extent. Crack was some shit that came out in the 80s and motherfuckers that got hooked on crack was just, they was fiends. But in this generation coming up, if you a motherfucker that's on crack, it's a sad fucking story because you had to have some old real fucked up shit happen in your life for you to be on crack as a young motherfucker in 2017. So the nigga put the video out there and he received a whole lot of backlash from black social media. That's the good. You know what I'm saying? 2017, man, we gotta have love and respect for ourselves enough to be able to call a motherfucker out on they bullshit when they do something like that rap nigga did. You know what I'm saying? Putting that broad video out there. The shit that was crazy though is the nigga's response was, y'all motherfuckers only mad because she black. If it was a white bitch I was making fun of, a white crackhead I was making fun of, y'all wouldn't have said shit. And the shit hit me because it's like, okay, nigga, so what is you saying? Black people can't love black people? Saying we racist because we was mad about you making fun of a black sister, but we wouldn't have been mad if it was a crackhead white bitch? Like, that's the train of thought that these young motherfuckers is in this generation. And it goes back to what I said in the XXL video. These young motherfuckers coming up nowadays, they think like white people. These motherfuckers ain't in the mindset of a black man or a black woman who really caring about black people. They in the mindset of a liberal, democratic, Christian motherfucker. And that's completely against the spirit that we gotta have in these times that we live in. So it was good that everybody came out and talked about the sister Maia Campbell. I learned a lot about that broad. How her mother passed away and she struggled with her mother's death and being in Hollywood and shit and struggling with success. She started coping with the drugs. And that's how a lot of our people get hooked up on the drugs, because drugs are a coping mechanism. They escape from the harsh realities of living in the streets or being black in America, you know, whatever your situation or circumstances is. Everybody was talking about how, you know, she's suffering from mental illness. They was posting videos of her when she did the Ayana show, talking about all the things she was struggling with, and that's cool. But here's the ugly. At the same time, while everybody was, you know, giving the brother backlash over the Maia Campbell story came out about Black Chyna and Rob Kardashian. Black Chyna came out on Twitter this week. She posting videos of her laying in the bed with a nigga. She done successfully got Rob Kardashian for all his money. You know what I'm saying? Got a baby about the nigga. We'll empathize and feel sorry for Maia Campbell, but y'all motherfuckers was praising Black Chyna when she's in the same fucking boat that Maia Campbell in. The cat making the video about Maia Campbell was laughing, talking about, you know, she a crackhead, she trying to suck dick and sell pussy for, you know what I'm saying, drugs at the gas station. But what the fuck is Black Chyna doing? How the fuck did Black Chyna get Rob Kardashian if it wasn't for her trying to suck a nigga dick and sell pussy for drugs? Y'all look at Maia Campbell cracked out and say she got mental issues and she dealing with things, so we should feel sorry for her. But don't nobody feel sorry for Blac Chyna? You think she ain't dealing with mental issues? You think she ain't using drugs every day to cope? Y'all really think that broad don't suffer from depression and bipolar disorder and schizophrenia? Like, we gotta start really looking at what drug addiction looks like in our community. This generation that's coming up nowadays, they is hooked on drugs. All that popping Molly, getting wet, popping pussy on the stripper pole, bitches, you know what I'm saying, tricking to get money, to get Giuseppe shoes in a bag and all that shit. Like, y'all niggas is just, Blac Chyna is the early stages of what Maia Campbell ended up being. Money don't make your situation any different in America. Status and success don't make your situation any different in America. If you a motherfucking dope fiend, you a dope fiend. I don't give a fuck how pretty you look or how well that shit is masked and covered up. So the new crack is the Molly. New crack is the pills. It is the motherfucking popping the pussy for money. You know what I'm saying? Bitches ain't gotta go sell their pussy on the corner no more. Bitches sell their pussy in the strip club, but that shit is acceptable to y'all when the shit ain't acceptable in no way, shape, form, or fashion. For that brother that had made that video about the sister Maia Campbell and not taking any care or consideration about her family and about her loved ones and about the people, you know what I'm saying, who remember that sister when she was in her glory days, just shows that he ain't got no love or respect, you know what I'm saying, for black women. But there once was a time where a black woman being a hoe was a shameful thing. You know what I'm saying? I remember shit when I was coming up in the 90s, late 90s and the early 2000s, a hoe bitch was something that niggas laughed at. Nigga, this generation today praises a bitch for being a hoe, praises a bitch for being a stripper and a slut, and applaud them for that behavior. And I'll tell you where it comes from. It comes from hating ourselves and admiring white people. For a long time in America, the hoe who was a gold digger and a slut and trying to trick a nigga was the white bitch. Go back to the early days of, you know what I'm saying, entertainment. All the black hoes today that exist in America look up to some white slut. Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor, Betty White, you know what I'm saying? All them white hoes was known for fucking niggas, trying to take their money. They trying to come up on some oil salesman or some shit like that. And for a long time, the white woman was the hoe. Early days of pulling on all that shit. Like, it was normal for a white bitch to be a slut. But now black women done got the mindset of, you know, the way that they gotta come up is to try and be like white women. And it comes from two things. Black men not loving themselves and not loving black women and choosing these white hoes. And then, you know what I'm saying, the black woman, because she see the black man want the white woman, she starts to emulate the behavior of the white woman. She starts to put the blonde weave in her head. You know what I'm saying? She starts to try and talk white. She starts to get the fake titties. She starts to be a stripper and be a slut and be a hoe. And then niggas allow that shit to permeate in the community. You know what I'm saying? But all of that shit is self-hate. For you to see a sister, for you to see a brother or sister that's on crack and not empathize with them and not feel sorry for them and have some type of heart about their condition and their circumstances, you a nigga that hate black people. You understand? And it's drug dealers that got more respect for crackheads than that weak bitch ass nigga in Atlanta did. You understand? Like, motherfuckers don't glorify a crackhead. Motherfuckers don't glorify selling dope to fiends. Real niggas that's in the hood doing that shit to survive, they do that shit, you know what I'm saying, with pain in their motherfucking heart. You know what I'm saying? But the sister, for y'all to glorify Blac Chyna, like, finally, yeah, we got us a hoe too. What the fuck is you doing to the mindset of black women? What are you doing to all the young black girls who looking on the TV and is saying to themselves, well, shit, that's how you come up. You gotta fuck you a rich white nigga and try to get a baby out of him? Like, nah, that's the wrong message for us to be sending. And that shit comes from us not having no love for ourselves, no respect for ourselves, and we gotta be better than that. So the good, the bad, and the ugly on black social media this week is something that we all should take a lesson from and be better going forward into the future. Let me tell y'all something, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly on black social media this week is a real insight into the various ways that black hate, that self-hate manifests itself in the black community. The ugly is that you motherfuckers praised Blac Chyna and said, you know, finally somebody got one over on the Kardashians when she's in the same boat that Maia Campbell is in. And nobody's speaking about her mental illness. Nobody's speaking about her suffering, her depression, her drug addiction. When really Blac Chyna, sisters that's living like Blac Chyna are the ones that we should be coming to the defense of on social media. You know what I'm saying? But hey, maybe I'm just an angry black man. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Y'all tell me if I'm hating or whatever the case may be. Salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad. It's your man Chief Sock G from the city of Philadelphia. I'll holler at y'all.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.